Maybe we should do a stakeout, she suggested, to catch the culprit in the act. Sure, Doodlebug said, so you can pretend it wasn't you. We'll see, Dandelion said, crossing her arms. Won't we, Rudy? Yeah, Rudy replied excitedly. We'll see. That evening, while Doodlebug was up in his room with his nose buried in a comic, Dandelion was busy. She collected notebooks, pens, her camera, binoculars, and a giant flashlight. Then she and Rudy tiptoed past Doodlebug's closed door and down the hall to her parents' bedroom. The room was dark. Dandelion and Rudy knelt by the window, where they had a perfect view of the back porch. Dandelion handed Rudy a notebook and pen. Okay, she instructed. We have to be really quiet, but don't take your eyes off the back porch. No matter what happens, write down anything you notice that's strange. Rudy's eyes grew big behind his glasses. The room was practically swallowed up in the dark. Are we in danger? He asked. Not at all, Dandelion assured him. We just don't want anyone seeing us up here. She handed him the flashlight and showed him how to turn it on. Keep it pointed toward Doodlebug's silly old suitcase. And if I say, now, turn it on as quick as you can. Rudy nodded and aimed the flashlight as he was told. Over the next hour, Dandelion and Rudy waited patiently, but did not see or hear anything on the back porch. To help the time pass, Dandelion recorded everything she thought was important in her notebook. Rudy scribbled some things too. Suddenly, Dandelion and Rudy heard something. Dandelion poked Rudy in the ribs and motioned for him to be quiet. They stayed still, eyes open. All of a sudden, they saw someone slowly approaching. Mrs. B, Dandelion whispered. Mrs. B was their next-door neighbor. She was old and mean. Rudy got his flashlight ready. Dandelion sat up on her knees and held her camera up. But Mrs. B just walked to the mailbox to get her mail. A little while later, Rudy was just dozing off when Dandelion heard a scratching sound that seemed to be coming from the back porch. What's that weird noise, she thought. She heard a soft squeal. She pulled the binoculars to her eyes. Through the lenses, she detected some shadowy movement. In the moonlight, she could see something moving on the porch. Was that a mask? Dandelion's eyes widened. She had a hunch who was taking Doodlebug's things. She looked more closely, but she needed more light.